Hello everyone, my name is Nex, and today I'm going to show you how to build the best Elytra launcher in the game, that is Minecraft Bedrock edition. And before I go any further, of course this is thanks to the prodigy that is known as the Chinese Minecraft technical community. This is right, the only one man that also helped me with a bunch of other stuff, only 21. So this is very awesome for sharing this with us, because a lot of these things are hard to communicate, since Chinese and English are very different languages, and it's hard to share things, so he definitely went out of his way to share this with us. But with that being said, let's check this out. So as you can see, I just have my Elytra equipped, and the way this works is very simple. So as you can see, it's fairly flush. You need a stair that is protruding, but whatever. So just stand right here, and don't be too shocked. I'm just gonna press this button and zoop. Y500, that's right, Y500. It's actually going above the build limit. This is how far this Elytra launcher can launch you up. And do keep in mind that I am at Y4 here. This is the height of a normal super flat world, so this is definitely very insane. And yeah, I do call this an Elytra launcher, but you can technically also make an elevator out of this. And you can also use this horizontally. So let me just give you an example by just getting some materials right here. But I wouldn't use it horizontally, but just to show that you can do it. And yeah, so it actually works horizontally as well. That would make me go a lot further, but I'm being blocked, whatever. But yeah, this is the Elytra launcher right here, and it definitely can get a bit laggy if you're on a lower end device, but yeah, this is awesome. So this Elytra launcher, of course, is infinitely reusable, and the way this works is that we're using the actual sand or gravity block stacking bug. As you can see, there's many sand entities right here. It's not as laggy as you might think compared to boat type Elytra launchers, since it's not based on collision, because if we press this button right here, it will momentarily make the sand think that it's stacking up, but it does not actually stack up, but it still pushes you up to whatever heights. And yeah, it's infinitely reusable. It does not break upon unloading or anything. It's just a very awesome design, and this is just plain amazing. Like, you can launch yourself very high up and then fly large distances without any sort of rockets or anything. It's just plain awesome. Look at this. Zoom. So to build this very quite awesome Elytra launcher, those are the materials that you're going to need. Actually, I believe you might need some more solid blocks or whatever, so let's just, I don't know, put 10 or something like that. And for temporary blocks, you're going to need a slab and another piston, and yeah, this is pretty simple. And as for sand, or actually any type of gravity block, you can use as many as you want. Well, not too many. I would just go with 2 stacks or 3, but any more than that will be a little laggy. And in my testing, it actually cannot exceed Y500 in terms of height, so that's just how the way it is. Alright, so I'm just gonna build this flush with the ground because it looks a lot nicer. And we're going to start off just like this by placing 1 normal piston like this and 1 sticky piston. Place 1 bit of stair, adds a temporary block, another 1. And then you can just place your slab. Of course, we will replace that later with a stair. And I guess what you can do from here is just place your DOS already and close that off a little. And if you are survival mode, actually let's do that for a second. Let's go in game mode 0, and from here we can place all the sand, and as you can see it will stack up. And yeah, let's just place all those 2 stacks of sand, and I'll be back once that's done. Alright, so we got almost all of our sand placed, and let's go back in game mode creative. So let's just do game mode 1, and from here what you want to do is take 1 normal piston, 1 stair just like this, and just take a button and make it go there. You can break that stair again. Let's just break that out and break that slab right here and replace it with a stair facing this way. And from there, just close that back off, put a button right here, break that, I suppose, and we are ready. So there are 2 stacks of sand right here, and boom, as you can see, I got to Y130, which is very nice. And as you can see, this is flush with the ground, and it also takes up very little space. And because this does not actually make use of collision, this is actually a very low lag. So this, of course, is a very awesome way to launch yourself into the air, And if you are on a realm, I would definitely not recommend going over 2 stacks in one spot, because I've actually seen this thing crash clients for some people. Not realms themselves or a server or whatever, but for low lag devices, you do not want more than 1 or 2 stacks in one space, because that may actually get very laggy. As you can see, I'm running fine because I'm kind of running this game on an overclocked computer. You know what, GTX 1070, whatever, and that's definitely overkill because Windows 10 is technically, Minecraft Windows 10 is technically still MCPE, but just ported to a PC. So yeah, definitely do not go overboard with this, especially considering that you can't exceed Y500 or whatever anyway. So yeah, be careful with this, but this is a very cool Elytra launcher and elevator. Well, not really elevator, but you get the idea. So again, thank you very much, only 21, because you are an absolutely amazing person, and this is a very useful contraption, and yeah, it's just lovely using it, and it's also very compact and, like, you know, look at the size, it's very small. So I hope you very much enjoyed this tutorial, and don't forget to give some love for only 21 in the comments down below, because he's absolutely awesome. But with that being said, I hope you very much enjoyed this video, and go look in the description. There's a link to my Discord server, which is a very cool place to join. You should definitely join. I also have a Patreon page where you can support me and all my upcoming and work so far, because I definitely need support, because I work a lot for these videos, and I hope you very much enjoy the actual content I put out, and so far people seem to love it, which is absolutely great. But with that being said, I hope you very much enjoyed this video and get a ton of use out of this. This has been Nex, or should rather say my name is Nex, and bye bye. Let's do it one last time. Zoom.